you're obsessed by memories of the past, more than 18 months old, and most of those are negative, so anxiety provoking most often, then there's a lot of you that's stuck in the past. And what that means is you didn't map the territory well enough, and the parts of your brain that are alarm systems, anxiety systems, are saying, no, there's holes in the way you're looking at the world. There's holes in the way that you're looking in the world. And you fell in them once, and you don't know where they are, and you don't know how to fill them, and you don't know how to walk around them, and so you can't forget them, you can't forget them, you can't forget them, you can't forget them. So you have recurring nightmares, for example, are a good example of that sort of thing happening. But in any case, if you have memories like that, you remember them, they make you feel anxious and negative, you're stuck back there. Your body is still reacting as if there's an emergency that could happen again that you haven't fixed. And it doesn't matter if it was your fault, that's irrelevant, because the alarm system doesn't care. Like, when your smoke detector goes off, it isn't relevant whether it was your fault. The smoke detector just says, house is on fire, and that's a bad thing. And your anxiety systems are like that. If they're tagging old memories with anxiety, then you have to do something about it, or you will be tortured by those memories forever, because that's how the alarm system works. And so maybe you need to go back there and clean things up. You got to figure out, okay, well, how did this happen? What sort of role did I play? Even if it's a minor role, that doesn't matter, because the point is that you don't want to be put in the same vulnerable position again. So anything you can do to strengthen yourself is good.
He's coming home. I'm not sure home's the right word. People like us don't really belong anywhere. We just pass through.
I hail from a place where nobody wants to come, 'cause you better bring a gun and you better not run. And I grew up with the pushers and the killers and the thieves, but some students and some artists and some workers knew me. And we all had that in common, and we had this place, and we'd grow up to be dead because our city breeds hate. And the only way to beat it is to run, I mean, 'cause the shots keep us awake so we never can dream. They whispered unto me, write down what you see, so the world knows our story and we're finally free. They said we need it right and you're the only one we trust, so promise that you'll write about us. Promise that you'll write about us. Promise that you'll write about us. They said we need it right and you're the only one we trust, so promise that you'll write about us. Promise that you'll write about us. Promise that you'll write about us. Girls want me to write about sneaking through their windows in the drive-ins in the parks and the nights on the lake. And the boys want me to write about sneaking through windows and the fights and the shootouts when we caught that case. And we were on our own and we never came home, and it was us and the night and we made the most. If you ever make it out, write down what you see, so we all live forever and we're finally free. They said we need it right and you're the only one we trust, so promise that you'll write about us. Promise that you'll write about us. Promise that you'll write about us. They said we need it right and you're the only one we trust, so promise that you'll write about us. Promise that you'll write about us. Promise that you'll write about us. So tonight I sat down and pulled my head out the clouds, and I closed my eyes and I thought out loud. And I thought out loud.
I haven't seen Veronica since I told her how I felt, and the twins OD'd and Sarah sells herself. Maxine's on the needle, Kelly's man cuts her up. I see Christy where she works and she don't bring the past up. Heather's had a few kids and I still see her around, but I can't bring myself to speak to her, I just look down. Danielle, I'll get your killer and I swear by that. When I see your kid's face, I wish I was where you're at. Tasha escaped, yeah, she moved out of state. Opie's still in prison for that murder in 98. Jay's in the cage until 2025, and